You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Let's talk about Lia Thomas. Found out about this morning here. You guys already probably know about Lia Thomas. Lia Thomas
Lord.
is a biological male at PENN that was second team All Ivy League as a man for, I believe, 3 years. And now, that's when he was Will Thomas. Now he wants to be Lia Thomas and is smashing records over at the University of Pennsylvania. And the actual females on the team are not very happy at all. One official has already quit. And the Ivy League has released a statement, and they still don't get it. This is not going to make women very happy whatsoever. Now, you guys, I'm pretty sure you already know how Rhodes actually feels about this. But I'll give you the floor since this is a live stream.
Well, there's a few things going on in women's sports right now. Number one, if you are a woman out there and you've worked all these years to become one of the best in the world, at least to the point that you're in Division I college sports, you are getting screwed right now. Screwed
time.
To the wall.
You
Why?
have no
Because
chance of winning.
No chance. You now have men, let's just keep it real, men going out there. You are competing against men, and you have no shot of winning. I don't care about 1 year of testosterone therapy. That does not change all the years of connective tissue, cartilage,
22
tendons,
years.
Everything you've built up. Not only that, but in this particular instance, you've got a guy that actually did have some success as a male. Normally, they are complete losers that try this, and they have to go over and do it. This guy didn't even have to do this. He was actually competitive. Now he knew, I guess he used that to go over and dominate women's swimming. That's what he's doing. Your all your collegiate sports, if it's female sports, is turning into a complete joke. It means nothing. Your accomplishments will mean nothing. Now, let's take this to another arena. If you head into a different kind of sport, like women's boxing or women's MMA, this is going to go from just a competitive advantage to it's going to become dangerous. It is dangerous. You're going to have somebody get severely hurt because what you have decided as a society and as a sanctioning body out there, whether it's the NCAA or it's some boxing sanctions somewhere else, you have decided it is okay for a man to step into said square circle, octagon, whatever you want to call it, and beat the shit out of a woman. That's what you're condoning. You're saying that's okay. Something that has never been accepted as a society, ever. One of the most heinous things you can do as a male is beat the hell out of a woman. And they're saying it's okay. Now, what's so interesting is how the brave, stunning, and courageous left, who supposedly cared all about women's rights all these years, now don't give a rat's fuck about women's rights. You don't even care whether or not they stay safe, whether they are literally safe. You don't care. Their safety is no concern to you whatsoever. You're saying not only can you go out there and beat them in any competitive sport, powerlifting, whatever, but now we can put them over in the sports. They can flat get them killed. I can tell you an example of what we may end up seeing. Does anybody remember what Von Drago did to Apollo Creed? One of these days, we're going to see that happen. That's going to happen. A woman is going to get her head knocked off, and the next thing we know, we're going to hear, if she doesn't die in the ring, the next day we're going to find out that she's brain dead and they got to remove her from life support.
Yeah.
That's where this is headed.
And
that is going to happen.
You did a video on that MMA trans fighter. Just went out there and just beat the shit out of an actual female.
Yeah.
That's completely wrong, man.
He was a dude, an ex-Army Ranger.
Jacked at that.
Yeah. Went in there and somehow, some way, and look, I'm talking to you dudes doing it. You are pathetic. You're cowards. You're losers. You're doing nothing. Nobody respects what you are doing outside of some lunatic with purple hair out there. You're a punk. A punk. I mean, come on. How do these dudes look themselves in the mirror? Really? I mean, Laurel Hubbard, Alana McLaughlin, this guy, Lia Thomas. How are you looking yourself in the mirror? You should be ashamed. Your parents failed. I mean, come on. It's pathetic. You knew to hand this to me. You knew to hand this to me. This is my one. I mean, I've got a major raw spot for this particular issue. It is appalling. It is appalling.
No. It's repugnant.
It's repugnant as hell.
This is what the Ivy League put out. Tone deaf. The Ivy League releases the following statement of support regarding PENN's Lia Thomas' participation on the women's swimming and diving team. Over the past several years, Lia and the University of Pennsylvania have worked with the NCAA to follow all of the appropriate protocols in order to comply with the NCAA policy on transgender athlete participation and compete on the PENN women's swimming and diving team. The Ivy League has adopted and applies the same NCAA policy. The Ivy League reaffirms its unwavering commitment to providing an inclusive environment for all student athletes while condemning transphobia and discrimination in any form. Oh my goodness. The league welcomes her participation in the sport of women's swimming and diving and looks forward to celebrating the success of all of our student athletes throughout the season. Well, here is the problem, Ivy League. Women have no shot. They have none. No shot whatsoever. I mean, this is just completely insane. How could they just release a tone-deaf statement like this when they know that the women on the PENN swimming team, they're not happy about it? And the fans, they're not happy about it either, because that swim meet, guess what? The fans didn't even cheer for Lia Thomas. They didn't. They were cheering for the second place person who finished a whole 38 seconds behind.
Can you imagine if you're a parent that has laid out $40, $50, $100,000 for a semester of college, and part of it is their girls have worked their whole lives to become, let's say a top 15 swimmer in the state, to get into the school, whatever, compete. You've probably hired swimming coaches, all of this stuff. I mean, you burnt all your money. The NCAA is saying, screw you. We don't care about you as parents. We don't care about your daughter's hard work. None of that means anything to us. We care about showing and pleasing the mob on Twitter.
Because, of course, they posted this on Twitter.
Well, the NCAA has become a corporate interest, corporate entity, and this is what has happened. They have embraced, just like everybody else, Netflix and everybody, Disney. This is what this has become. Look at this. I can't wait to watch Lia. She's a trailblazer. Come on. She's a trailblazer.
Wow.
Michael C. Payne, you're a punk. You're a punk.
But some of the wokies, man. Thank you, Ivy League. There is too much hate and fear against. What kind of flag is that? I don't even know. Community. Wow. Again, where is Title IX in supporting women who were born as women? Good question. I'm not transphobic and believe many who oppose this are not as well. I'm very concerned for female-born athletes and their futures in any athletics. They have just been told they do not matter. That's a good point right there.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's a great point right there. Yeah, because apparently they don't matter, man. The Ivy League just going woke, man. Just going woke. That is
everybody is witness. You are here witnessing, and we're seeing it in society, not just sports. We are witnessing the death of integrity we're the death of competition. We're witnessing it all means nothing. Means nothing. It's a wrap. In female sports, it's a wrap.
That's true.
So what does that mean? I mean, we've got male basketball players out there now, right? That are actually now transgender, that are playing on teams. Wasn't there a guy a while back, and he's like 6'6" or 6'8" or some crap? I found him for a thumbnail a while back, and I was like, whoa. I mean, this guy looked like Enos Cantor Freedom out there with a bunch of women. I mean, good God.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.